Meow. Listen to that motor. So, yeah, I went through a lot the last year, as, whatever. A lot of death, and life's life. But it forced me to reevaluate, and I hate doing web development. I don't want to pursue it further. And trying to live in metropolitan cities and all that, paying ridiculous rents that are more than most people make, living paycheck to paycheck, is not a position that I want to put myself in. It filled me with so much angst, and while I'm sure I would have done fine, I would have destroyed my mental health, my body, and wouldn't have enjoyed my time until I had, quote unquote, made it. By the way, it's against the law for me to move, so we're doing the video lying down. Just constantly focused on reaching greater and greater heights, which is a fine standard to set for yourself. Like, I've managed to monetize a YouTube channel. I've become an author of 6 books. One of them's a bestseller. I taught myself how to program, get into web development, learnt the Unity game engine in C#. I've monetized an Instagram channel. I've achieved a lot in the last couple of years, and trying to juggle a new career on top of that web development, it's just constantly adding more and more to my plate, and I was burning the candle at both ends for the last 3 years. And then the other day, I took a break from TikTok, and I tried to focus on what I really wanted. So I want to one day open up an animation studio. I want to one day open up an indie game development studio. There's nothing that says I can't do that anywhere. If there isn't a studio that I can work at, then I'll open one. But moving to Prince Edward Island, I can afford a place by myself. My online content will take care of the rent for the most part. And it grows more and more each day, so fingers crossed. But I found doing it the other way, striving to, at all costs, even to my sleep and my health, get it done, is just not, it's not worth it, because I only get one life, and time is finite. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow, and so many other things make me, other than capitalism, other than, the video games and all the other stuff that we consume as a society, technology and everything else. While it is something that I personally love, I love storytelling, and I am already able to do that at a successful degree. I am an author. My books do quite well. Which, by the way, everybody, link in profile. Also, go join my Patreon. I've decided to, for the rest of my life now, prioritize me, and it's brought my spark back, because, I can already just quit and be a full-time author if I moved to Charlottetown. Whereas it would probably take me 15 to 20 years to try and buy a house in downtown Toronto. Many of the rural areas, I'd have to get a car, and I'd have to commute to work, or I'd have to get on the GO train, or whatever it is. And all of that costs a lot of money that takes me away from my goals and dreams. But I just love Prince Edward Island, the aesthetic of it, the atmosphere, being so close to the ocean, small local coffee shops. Because I've been so wrapped up in capitalism and the strive for more, I haven't really been doing for many years the things that make me who I am at my core. Another kitty shot. Those little paw curls. Anyway, for the first time, I think in probably the last decade, I feel peace. I'm not stressing about what's next. I'm not stressing about how to make ends meet. And as it doesn't matter if the price in Prince Edward Island goes up or not. It's where I want to be, so I'll make it work. I don't care if all I ever do is work at a coffee shop and write books. Eventually, I'll open up my own coffee shop and make books. I'd be happier doing that than I would be constantly having to make more money, because as you make more money, your overhead goes up. And to me, true wealth comes from the time you spend with others. If I make $1 million off my books, that's great. That's fantastic. But I don't think at this point in my life it would change a fucking thing. I'd buy a house in Charlottetown. And I'd wake up every morning, go to the ocean, drink a coffee. Maybe read a book too, because I haven't been able to do that as much lately, because capitalism. Go on some nature hikes. Play frisbee. I just want to spend whatever time that I have left living. And hopefully my books do make a couple million one day. It'd be nice. Because then I could just, open a coffee shop that doubles as a bookstore, that doubles as an animation studio. But any one of those individually is A-okay by me. So I'm going to release my next 2 books, save up $10,000, and leave. I lost sight of it. Lost sight of happiness. But now it's like a weight's been lifted, and that exhaustion and being tired all the time has lifted. My energy's come back. And I know that might be a bit of a high at the moment, but I don't think so. I feel different. There's a couple times in life where you just sort of know that something's the right decision. And Charlottetown will be my home.